Can you hear me now?
Cut the bass line out.
Hey yo. I can't hear in my left headphone. Only my left headphone.
Where's my snare? Where's my snare?
Yo. This man's is too good. Hey, I can't hear in my left headphone, dog. Turn my shit up. Turn me up. Oh. Sapphire, are we rolling? Are we rolling? Sapphire didn't give me no cues, no verbals. About to be Sapphire.
What?
Plenty of reasons.
About to
Plenty.
be fired.
More than 13.
What?
Oh.
What?
Okay. Let's get into it. How you doing, bud?
Well, Sapphire's getting on my nerves.
Okay. Yeah, no, I that's understandable. I mean, I would definitely say something to her if I were you, cuz
Tell me she's not on your nerves, Way?
she's getting there. Yeah. I mean, this is the only time I've been caught off guard so far, but I mean, I can definitely see that you guys got something going on. So, maybe we should hash that out. But I mean, other than that, you feeling good? How's your week?
For new jobs. It was good, I guess.
Okay.
It's a loaded question. So deeper.
Okay.
How was your week?
Thanks. It was
Impatient.
It was pretty good. No, it's just I'm okay. That had nothing to do with patience. I'm extremely patient. But
He doesn't have a PhD, chat.
I just don't know where some stuff comes from sometimes. But someday I'll find out. Someday, stay
Comes
tuned.
from here.
Hey, let us know in the comments if you find where it's at.
And here,
Because-
and here, and here, wait, and here.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. So I'm just gonna.
Do I got to spell it out?
No. Like
Good.
I
don't know how to
understand.
spell.
But I guess I'm asking a different question that I don't think those are the answer to.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special episode.
Semi-special.
Well, it's special. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
But I can't.
Okay.
How you doing?
Welcome.
Medicinal was in the
Let's
back of
get
that
into
van. She asked me if I had Schwein in the back of that van like we were 16. She's like, you have Schwein back there? And I was like,
On the interstate, they ain't supposed to know.
you ain't supposed to know nothing now.
Nah. Let's get into it. You want to start the pod?
No.
What?
This is episode 24 of Clowning Around the Ring with your hosts, Kool Sheen and Adrian Diesel, Ace in the Hole, the hardcore champion himself. And we are here to kick off some WWE and NXT action, and just get into, the highs and lows of what's been going on throughout the week across that universe. Take it away, my friend. Where do you want to start?
Probably with the ads. Hit
Okay.
them.
Don't forget, you got to hit like, subscribe, comment, and make friends. Make sure that you check out all of the great content over at alloutelite.com. We have Adrian Diesel and tons of great articles and different just great insights coming in. 3, 4, 5 days a week. So definitely check that out. And now, would you like to get into it? Where would you like to start?
Well, obviously, we'll start in the place that's in shambles, as usual. Sapphire. Lights are wrong, but it's okay. Oh, Sapphire. Getting
That-
slap happy right now.
That's strike two for sure.
Sorry.
I mean,
on the
this
same
is-
episode, start looking.
I'll take care of it.
Start looking. Useless. She's useless. Just
Starting
like
over here, huh?
yeah. Okay. NXT 2.0. Imagine if they had to call the belt stat. NXT 2.0 champion. Oh fuck.
And that would be a mouthful.
And
And
they barely even have to call it that. Period. They only
I'm
do when
glad.
it's like literally like a newer person like talking to someone who's been around. And I'm like, okay, that's fair. That's fair. But we figured it out a couple weeks ago. I was unsure if Briggs Jensen was one human or not, and it's not. It's Josh Briggs and Jensen. So
and your boy Jensen.
it starts with a B because their names are JB and BJ, and that made me lol because that's what Josh Briggs' knee pad says. It says
Okay.
JB and then BJ, and I'm like, but what is it? And that's why I thought it was Briggs Jensen, I think.
Okay.
Anyways, and Henley was out there too. How you doing? I guess. It's a loser. Couldn't win the tournament. We'll get into it. Fucking caveman Wagner finally got cheesed on. It didn't matter that he had his homeboy and his homegirl out there. Because they had something. They being Briggs and Jansen. They had something that Wagner didn't. You know what that was? A fake cast.
Yeah, trick up their sleeve, literally, or a fake sleeve.
It's not
Literally.
even like a sleeve. Two brothers. Two brothers. Josh Briggs and Jensen defeated
Yeah.
Von Wagner. Finally, the caveman took it out. The caveman's just going rampant on, well, first of all, Asians. Second of all, Sahibilis. So who's next?
Well, after this L, maybe Jensen takes a shot because I think that he'll want revenge, but we'll see.
I don't see why he wouldn't.
Match was actually fun because it had that little twist at the end. He wasn't actually, you know.
And for two bigger folk, it was well rounded.
Yeah,
But
Wagner's coming around to have like a pretty full skill set.
yeah, he's getting there. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, eh? We're getting
Yeah.
to it. I'm like, I don't know if I'm a fan necessarily. He's beating up all my favorites, but like he's doing his job well. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So there's no hate there. I guess. But there is a little bit of hate, okay? Between Santos Escobar and the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo,
Tony D.
Tony D got Santos a match, for free. He got him a match against Nathan Frazier. He has such a killer entrance song, by the way, Nathan Frazier. Savage. He got a W. Totally fair W. No outside interference happened. Nothing silly happened. Just Tony D was out there on the mic, and he was yelling at Santos every once in a while. Cut some things out of your repertoire. You know what I'm saying? And then what?
He confused Santos a little bit. He tried to
He didn't do that.
egg Santos on into getting a DQ by throwing him the crowbar.
He did not do that. He was behind the table the whole time.
He had his boys doing. Come on, you know what the Don be doing. If something happens in the ring at NXT, the Don be clearing it. You know better.
Hey, but some bad blood's gonna happen. I can't wait for them to finally break apart, and then we'll get two families again. With one of the families, obviously, Legado del Fantasma is gonna get scooted and booted. Just because that would be weird for them to do it to fucking Tony D and Stacks in 2 times.
True, especially with how they're
Early.
written in as
Yeah.
well. And this would actually be an interesting way for them to. They could literally be thrown to the fishes.
Oh my gosh, when was the last time they did a Gulf of Mexico match? They used to do matches where they would have to throw the opponent into the water. And that would be maybe okay now, maybe not actually. Now that I'm fully thinking about who is, but there was always Latinx person.
They don't like that term, by the way.
Shit! What? I thought that was the one.
I thought so too, and then actually it was trending for like 2 days straight that Latinx is not something that they like. They like Latino.
Or Latina, right?
Yes.
Probably. Dang, I knew it! But it's usually been a Hispanic
Involving.
person. I just fucking uses a different word. Sorry. I was gonna get a little flagrant though.
What?
But they usually have had a Latino person involved in the match. And they don't even always lose. And it's not always the Gulf of Mexico. It's... Oh, shit, maybe it is. Maybe not, though.
Well, it's
There's like-
where
there's
the
like
water's warm, so it makes sense.
Yeah. But I feel like they did a silly one somewhere, but whatever. But that would be a cool way because then they could literally get thrown to the fishes. Eh? How you doing?
I would like that because then once they're thrown to the fishes, it's kind of like it's a metaphor.
It
Because
is a metaphor.
going up to the big tank, you know.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
All three
maybe
of them get
someday.
to go there, you know, and not like how Imperium.
Hopefully soon, but maybe someday.
Ladies and gentlemen, NXT is debuting a brand new, never before seen superstar before. Okay, never before ever. His name is Giovanni Da Vinci. Never seen him before. Looks like a stud though. Looks like a tank. What are you doing? No, but Santos, he's gonna. Yeah.
So
You think he's gonna move up anytime soon?
they're having him lose a lot, which makes me think that they're gonna do that. They're gonna move him up, and they're not gonna bring all of Legado del Fantasma, and his character is gonna change. I think all of those things might happen. I think the way that they're writing him right now, that if they were planning on moving him up very soon, he's gonna have a large change to his character when he gets brought up, because they are killing this character right now.
I need him to be the next. No, I need him to be the rich guy. I need him to be the next rich bird. Like there was JBL, there was Alberto Del Rio, Ted DiBiase.
You want him
obviously.
to be Alberto Del Rio, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, okay.
Yeah.
That type of
And he can even keep. He can at least.
He doesn't have to
can at
floss
least
the
keep
same way
Wild
either, huh?
And Cruz.
you can floss in a different way with modern money. I feel like
Yeah.
you can have tech, and like you don't have to do the old. I'm gonna show up in a flush robe and a fly hat. You don't have to do the old school
Suited up, and
style.
he wears suits already, so it's like
Yeah, just wear your nice suit and
hire
then
me.
pull up with some tech, maybe some Iron Man shit, some Iron Man boots. Or
Okay,
something.
this guy is getting moving on.
But that's super rich. That's the rich. That's the rich man shit right now.
Moving on. What do you want to talk about next, buddy?
Um,
The NXT Women's Breakout Tournament? Good answer.
sure. if
Good
that's-
answer.
That's what you'd like to get into for sure.
Well, because you and I have been debating
We
on who
bought-
is going to be the winner. And, well, shit, I was wrong.
we've been wrong.
The tournament
damn near the
had
whole
been
time.
fucking had to switch. Well, not like literally switch for all we know. It could have still been Roxanne winning, but I at the start thought it was going to be Nikita Lyons.
Yes.
And Roxanne Perez deserves it though. She did great.
Yeah.
She outlasted everyone, and then she got a contract for any woman's title, either NXT, Raw, or SmackDown. Apparently, for some reason. And then Mandy Rose and Toxic Attraction, Gigi Dolan, how you doing? Came down to the ring and started talking smack, saying, "You're never gonna get this." And then they jumped her. Oh, and Cora Jade was down there too. And they 3-on-2 vicious, violent attack. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
For like a second.
Roxanne started it. It was gonna happen, and I'll admit that. Toxic Attraction and Mandy Rose was definitely going to start it if it wasn't already started, but it got started by Roxanne.
Not well, physically.
Yes, physically.
Jesus.
But I mean, did she? You're right. Maybe she did. She looked in her eyes and said,
She said.
"Let's get it on."
She said, "You're wearing Thrasher. Do you even skate?"
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
instead of flipping
Those
a
are some
cone,
fine
instead of
ones.
flipping an ice cream cone, she said, "Bah, bah." And then Andy Hartwell had to come down and make it a fair fucking fight, and then retreated. And then they're gonna tie in. I need them to tie in Tiffany Stratton and Wendy Chu at War Games. Give me for no reason.
4-on-4.
Oh shit. Yeah, I
Tiffany
think
could be a part of-
I think it's usually a 5-on-5, But that's why I said, oh shit.
Tiffany is toxic enough.
She is, and like the fact that like her and Wendy Chu had the little confrontation in the back afterwards, anyways. And Wendy Chu's
It's already kind of setting up. Okay.
Yeah. So hire me. Oh, the next match
But
makes me sad, boy.
I just wanted to give, like you said, Roxanne really put on Tiffany's moonsault, or not moonsault.
Yeah.
Was it a moonsault off the top?
Yeah.
Was insane. She got really high. I was pretty impressed. And it looked like her head still kind of even landed a little bit on Roxanne as she was rolling, which that contact probably didn't feel good.
If it did.
Yeah, if it did, it was close. I didn't quite see
Very
exactly.
close.
CHASEU. What's that spell?
What?
Chase you. Did you guys notice how Cameron Grimes was missing this week? Kind of weird. Anyway, I wonder where he's going. Anyway, but fucking Apollo Crews came back, lost his Nigerian accent, and challenged Braun Breaker. Immediately, Braun has a new challenger. Joe Gacy faded out the picture. His redheaded goons are going to be in a match next week. Are they keeping him on? Whatever. Solo Sikoa thought that he was still going to be next. He thought. And then Carmelo Hayes was like, no. That deal was between you and the other guy.
Yeah, I did not expect that out of the A champ. But
yeah, he is much rather a PUSSY champ.
It was a weak look for sure.
And then they fucking jumped him too with Waller. Waller came out, and Waller and fucking Hayes jumped Solo. And Solo was like, nah, by the end of the night, I'm fighting him. Don't care. I'll do it alone. Don't care. But then Apollo helped him, per se. And then they won, which was kind of Good job. Alba Fire.
Moving on from that tag team match pretty quickly. You didn't like it?
It just was so... I knew who was going to win. It was predictable. I knew who was going to win. Solo had a savage super kick.
And Solo actually started that brawl in the ring as well. When Waller came out, he actually had a mic in his hand, and then he didn't want to hear any of that. And
Oh yeah, newsflash, dummy.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then he started beating the crap out of
once
Trick.
again, just physically.
Exactly. Yes, I'll agree with you. It was probably going to be a jumping anyways, but he did start it, and so that's where it's like, I don't know. Solo showed a little bit of grit, or more grit, more depth to his character of being that street guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was being told as that street guy this whole time, but we didn't really see it come to fruition until I feel like this Mike segment really helped sell that. But yeah, I like the tag team match. I thought it had some really good spots, and Apollo Crews coming back, I thought was gonna maybe get you a little more excited, but nah. We can move on to Alba Fire and
I was never
Fire baseball bat.
He's just one of the ones that Vince didn't use, and so it's just kind of.
He looks like a tank, dude.
And he is flippy dippy.
Like he was looking cut.
He's flippy dippy and he's cut and just wasn't used right. So many people. So not used right.
Oh, damn, that sucks. That feels bad.
Yeah, but it's okay because
I can
now
see why
he's
you want to
down
move
there.
on.
Now
I can
he's
see
back
why you
down
want to
there.
move on.
He's back down in NXT, and that's why when he said I miss this, I said a cheer reaction or like any reaction from the crowd because he cheated his way. Okay, he cheated his way to defeat Big E and became Intercontinental Champion at WrestleMania a couple years ago, and I'm mad.
Still got a little spike for him. Okay.
Killed the run too soon, and then did nothing with him afterwards. So maybe if they did something more with him, I wouldn't be so tilted. But they still did nothing. So moving on. Because I got adrenaline in my soul. Cody Rhodes has got to go. Oh.
Moving on, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Screw Alba Fire and Tatum Paxley. That match wasn't really it for me, anyways.
What?
Cody Rhodes opening up Raw. Let's get into it.
Opened it up. He walks out, curtain, whatever, lights on, crowd, blah. Okay.
Going nuts.
Said obviously a couple words about his torn pec. Okay. And now he's going to be gone for a little. Well, he wants to be back by Money in the Bank. But he's supposed to be out for 9 months. So we'll see. But I bet we're going to get the Cena treatment, which is going to be savage if we do. Rollins came out, said, I don't like you, but I'm sure your dad is proud. And then
Granddad.
Granddad.
That's what he said.
Trust me. It was his dad.
Okay.
Anyway. Anyways. And then they shook hands. And we thought it was nice. We thought it was good to go. Thought they were going to be friends or something. Oh, and then Seth Rollins killed him with a sledgehammer. Took it to his neck and just beat it. And he's going to be gone for 9 months. It's crazy. Killed him for 9 months.
Yeah. No, it was to really let us know that
he's not going to be here at Money in the Bank.
gonna be away for.
Man, that promo that he had, though, that nice little commercial that he had for the Money in the Bank was super nice, though. Aged pretty good. I wonder who's going to win now. Edge? Rollins? Zeke? Many people could. No one's even qualified for the men's one yet. So weird.
Madcap Moss.
That's a good solid pick.
Madcap Moss is my pick.
Let Brock Lesnar come back and win it again. Who gives a shit? I do. Oh, dude, and Becky Lynch was not with the shits on Monday, bro. She was okay. Well, it's not like she was going for the 24/7 championship at first. It's just that her match with Dana Brooke got interrupted. Dana Brooke won the belt, and Becky got pissed that someone else won a belt in her ring. So, she made her put it on the line. She said, "You and me, 24/7 title, let's go." Asuka, I love you. Okay? I wasn't ready for that. That brutal, vicious attack from the back on Becky Lynch to make sure she doesn't get no gold ever again. Thank God, because I, for some reason, thought they were going to give it to her and just give it to her. And no one was ever going to take her down. So, thank fuck Dana Brooke still has it.
Yeah, I definitely felt like this was the most predictable moment of the week for me. I felt like as soon as I saw Becky Lynch and Dana Brooke in there, I was like, oh my God, what are we getting right now? We're going to be getting, I guess I thought Asuka was going to be interrupting no matter what. I didn't know it was going to be for the Money in the Bank. Or, I mean, not for the money, for the 24/7 strap. I didn't know that was going to be included or even in the segment at all. But I was like, a Dana Brooke versus Becky Lynch match, it just means nothing. So I feel they're going to have either side have some sort of thing happen. And the 24/7 thing was a little bit of a surprise, but I knew Asuka, I felt like, was going to come out. And she has the best, entrance wear, going right now.
Her jacket is so sick.
It was so dope.
And her mask is always changing, which is also, or I think it is right now. If it's not, whatever. Sometimes it changes and it's sick no matter what. Ladies and gentlemen, I was kind of wrong on a prediction about the Judgment Day. Kinda, but Edge didn't want to take Edge didn't want to go the same direction the bosses wanted to, so he said nah. And so now Finn Balor is the leader of Judgment Day. You thought you knew them? Well, you never did. They're gonna need a new song. Give Finn Balor the throne. I'm kind of mad, but I'm kind of not because it looks like they put Edge away for a little bit to come back as a babyface. And I hope that like they didn't make him cut his hair because fucked if you did. But it's okay because it looks good.
This was a turn that I kind of
I knew there was gonna be another member, but the fact that they switched it like this,
yeah, the booting of Edge was wrong. Honestly, it was just wrong.
and like
I
it
think
was,
it's the wrong move.
and it was like the presentation from Priest was kind of slow and bad with it. IMO, I was like, you're dragging this on too much. What are you talking about? Like, what's going on? Just figure it out, buddy. But that's just me. That's my whatever. Happened too slow. The speech anyway. But not a bad looking group.
No, it's still talented wrestlers. It's just that the group I felt had a purpose.
Yeah, because Edge was the all-seer,
Yeah.
the mentor of knowledge, and now
And Finn Balor, I mean, it
it's
can
just
be
less
that.
knowledgeable.
Yeah, can be that, but just not. It's not Edge, so it just feels worse.
But
I don't
we
know.
finally got a heel Finn on the main stage, and that hypes me up a little bit because heel Balor is someone else, bro. It's sick. I love it a lot.
All right.
I love it as much as I love Ezekiel.
Well, and so what I do like individually is the character for Damian Priest and Finn to now be working together on this because Finn beat him, right, for the strap, and now he's going to be learning from him.
Okay, I guess.
When they both have lost the strap now, and they like are kind of on like a redemption renewal cycle as Judgment Day, I kind of feel a little bit of that. But I don't think they're going to be going for the U.S. strap anytime soon, right? So it's like, I don't know.
They're just gonna be going on a tear.
Yeah, but without Edge, it feels like there's no end goal anymore. I don't know. The end goal doesn't seem as like foreseeable anymore.
Yeah, because he wanted them to be dripped in gold.
And so I don't know.
I don't know.
And Edge, like you said, if he's written off coming back maybe later as a babyface, maybe he's coming back to like get his redemption on them, and he's gonna pair up with some cool guys. I don't know. We'll see. It could turn out to be kind of cool, but if this ends up being Judgment Day versus Edge in 3 months, and that's what we end up getting from Judgment Day, then that's gonna be sad because Judgment Day started with a very, very like large amount of potential. And if it ends up being, all we could do is end up putting your leader up against you, and that's the best content we could get out of it. It's like, damn, well, you kind of spoiled a really good thing there.
Well, Edge didn't want to have. It sounded like Vince wanted more, like magic per se, and
Dark arts.
yeah. So I hope it's like not magic, like a wizard, or anything like that. But I'll be okay with some like mist, I guess, or something. None of them have ever used a mist though, so that would be like surprising and kind of stealing. But it's fine, guys. But yeah, I really don't know what's gonna happen with that group now. It's like confusing as fuck.
Yeah.
Confusing as fuck.
Yeah, if they go darker, then they all their characters have to kind of go into a little bit of a pivot. And if they stay the same, then we don't really see where they're gonna go. And if they like try to, I don't know. If they try to turn.
And is it still gonna be Judgment Day? Like Edge? Like I don't know, man.
Is Judgment Day gonna do like still like heel-esque things that like interrupt people's matches or like do anything like? Are they gonna be nice now?
No, they're still heels, but it's obvious that they're heels, and fucking Edge is gonna come back as a babyface. Hopefully, team with some. He said that he wanted to team with Styles, so that'll probably happen. And I don't know who else, but whatever. Yikers, bro. Ezekiel, he got his wish. He finally got his goddamn match against Kevin Owens, and all he had to do was lie and say that he was Elias. He doesn't even sound like Elias. Doesn't even look like him. Oh,
It was a good fake.
Can't get into it.
It was a good fake.
I really wanted Liv Morgan to win this main event of Raw
Ah,
because always.
I mean, I can feel you on that. I wanted Alexa Bliss to win, just so then she can kind of separate herself from what she's been working with.
No, for some reason that like when Bliss and Liv looked at each other, they're gonna like team. I think.
I mean, that could be fun.
Which is fine, but like, where are your titles? Oh yeah.
What?
Where were you? Could be fun. I think they chose the right winner, though, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, Ripley's a great winner, but it sucks that she's gonna have to lose to Bianca unless they awkwardly fuck her again using the Judgment Day, and like that won't be that cool. But Rhea Ripley better be a sacrificial goat.
I just think a Rhea Ripley Bianca match can be
And that is
really good.
They're deeply their careers are deeply like intertwined already, so this works out in that sense. But just kind of sucks that Rhea could easily win and be a pretty good cheesy heel female champion, but
It's too early.
I don't want her to win against Bianca.
Too early. And
Like Rhea and Bianca are like Rock and Austin. You feel me?
okay.
So they're gonna be forever. Like even like when they were both in the Royal Rumble a couple years back, they literally had a spot where they like got each other, I think over the top, and then they both sat on the apron and like had to beat each other. And I'm pretty sure that's when Bianca won. Whatever. So their feud this is long-term booking at its finest.
Yeah, and so to that point, that's kind of why I want the Rhea match earlier right now, or this is earlier to me in the Bianca run in my heart. So like I think Alexa could be someone who could actually also be a title holder and win down the line.
That'd be cool, but she doesn't really have like a real character right now.
No, not right now. Yeah, and that's why. So if Alexa was to win this four-way right now, I would have saw her probably getting stomped. That's why I feel Rhea winning right
And
now.
not even like
Makes a
an
little more
actual. It's
sense.
gonna be the same kind of stomping that Rhea's gonna get, and not an actual stomp. I feel because
I think it'd be a
Bliss is like a former champion, former tag team champion already, and like a vet kind of. So it's not like fucking Bianca would murder her. Like she probably would not even have the first half of the match. It would be one of those. Height difference and all.
Alexa just hasn't looked as good recently. I feel, but maybe I don't know.
Are you kidding me? Did you see her in the Elimination Chamber? Or her past matches against Big Daddy DeVilly? She's solid, dude.
Her most recent matches.
Yeah, with Daddy DeVillies and fucking Nikki ASH's.
Yeah, I mean,
She's solid. She has a winning streak. Had a winning streak, I suppose.
I
Has
guess.
a singles winning streak, though. Because that matters here.
well, just not as formidable opponents, I guess, to me, as what Bianca and Rhea and Liv have faced. Even Liv and Rhea facing each other is more, I guess, to me, of a challenge than what Alexa has gone through.
Yeah, she doesn't need it, though.
Bianca's
This was her biggest challenge yet, and she only lost because there was 3 other women. It's not like she got pinned, right?
True.
Did she?
No. Dewdrop got pinned by Rhea Ripley.
Oh, damn. Damn, they let Dewdrop get pinned?
Yep.
Damn, that kind of sucks.
And I think it was rightfully so. No, I think it happened how it was supposed to happen because Liv.
No, I just, like...
No, rightfully so. Liv was going to pin Alexa. No. Liv was going to pin Dewdrop, and then Alexa came in and crashed the party, and then Liv and Alexa started getting into it, and then that's when Rhea Ripley got the riptide onto Dewdrop in the win.
I just hate it because Dewdrop has only ever been set up to lose.
True. Yes.
That's why I was like, fuck. And to your point of Alexa Bliss not being against a formidable opponent, then the now number one contender, Rhea Ripley, could have pinned her, because then it could have been like, and then if they wanted to, Bliss could do the classic whiny route and get forced into a triple threat.
Well, I want her to. I want her to slow game it a little bit more because I just was saying I don't think Alexa's at title level yet right now.
No, I know, but I was just saying to like.
No, I don't want her to
have not Doudrop be the fucking pinned one every time. And it's not like Bliss could be like, put me and Rhea in a match if I win, add me, and then Judgment Day would fucking help her win. And then she would never be in there anyways. Like,
That'd be a good way to do it. That'd be a good way to do it.
Could have been a different, better way to do this. I don't know. Just me.
And then Doudrop doesn't have to take the fat L.
Again, every time she always takes the L. It's kind of fucked. Because she's fucking good.
Yeah.
I see her take L's a lot.
Yeah. No, you're right. And she's talented. On the mic, too.
Even like...
No, she's talented.
Dude, and she has like... Bro, she is working with the name Doudrop.
Yeah.
She had to say do the Doudrop for like half a year. But she puts in work though.
She's a good wrestler.
She is like I almost would much rather have another like Bianca versus Doudrop random match and have her lose respectfully to the champion. You know what I'm saying? Because then it's like you're losing, but you're losing to the champion.
I mean, so
because everyone on Raw is losing to the champion right now.
I understand why they made this four-way. Alexa and Doudrop had business, and Liv and Rhea had business.
So let's just...
And so, yes, it would have been smarter to maybe have those two matches individually, and then the winners face to the number one contender.
Sure.
And then you would have had Doudrop maybe get a win on Alexa Bliss, and then lose to Rhea Ripley still.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how you could play it as well.
Yep.
I'm just spitballing another way that they could probably try to run this without making some of their stars look so like continuously bad. Not that
they have so many, like you don't have to make one look bad every fucking week.
Yeah, mix it up.
Two look bad, you know what I'm saying?
Mix it up. And they've been doing that to Liv for a while now too. Liv has gotten a lot of L's recently.
A lot of L's, I know.
So I think Liv and Doudrop could use a switch up.
But I don't know when Liv is supposed to. Liv is bound to leave soon because she got a role in a movie, so she's gonna have to take time off soon. So maybe this is why.
Okay.
Even though the movie didn't even get like, she wasn't like cast until recently, but maybe this is like, now if she continues to take L's and stuff, this is gonna be why. Sadly, I want her to.
Another thing is I
want her to win the female Money in the Bank.
Okay. That'd be cool.
I don't even know if she's in it, but she better be in it.
I think that the
Sorry.
Raw women's roster is clearly, or it looks to me from the outside, clearly more experienced. And so,
Can I tell you real quick? Ain't Lacey Evans supposed to be on Raw now?
What?
Well, so this might be to my point is that I think Raw has too many talented women, and SmackDown does not have enough of those same level talented women.
Things must have changed because that's like why they were bringing Lacey over there. That's why they were bringing her to Raw.
Yeah,
but now there must have been like, oh, just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know when they decided. I don't know who originally made that decision, but they didn't read the names on their roster when they said that when they saw they had Bianca, Becky, and then Rhea, Liv, Alexa Bliss, Nikki Ash, and Doudrop. Like I think their potential and talent list on the Raw side is much larger than Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, Aaliyah, Natalya.
Yeah, SmackDown has more of the newer, other than obviously the two bigger fucking names.
Yes, and it feels like
and the vet and the one vet
should have been mixed up more. All of that should be mixed up more.
Yeah, when's the fucking dude? Please, I need these belts to become ununified, or I need you guys to bring in new belts because I do not want the brand split to end, and I need a draft to happen, and I need it to be done correctly.
Yes. To everything you just said, yes.
Moving on.
My man. Oh, moving over to the blue side. What we were just kind of speaking about.
Yeah.
Smacky Down.
Well, actually, real quick. The Miz had a great Miz TV segment, and then Riddle got a W. And the Miz probably, I'll take his wife's word for it. The Miz probably has massive, gigantic, enormous balls.
I thought she said average, but
She did it first.
oh, okay.
That was the joke.
Average.
Because
Was
then he was like, "Whoa, babe," and then she was like, "Whoa, big, huge, gigantic," and then Riddle was like, "Prove it.
What?
Present them.
What?
I want to see them.
What?
Did you put them in the microwave?
What?
It's just a little bit.
What?
His balls would only be big if he had cancer in him, Stan.
What?
But just a little bit.
What?
No, don't worry, Stan. Tell Mom it's okay. I'm just gonna get a little bit of cancer, Stan.
It's just a little bit of cancer, Stan. Okay, now we can move over to the blue.
All right. They started off hot, huh? Not a lot of matches over there on SmackDown, but they started off hot with a good one. I mean, honestly, for them to have actually good connection to the storyline, and then two highly talented superstars in this qualifier men's Money in the Bank match, I think this was actually really well put together because McIntyre, remember, was a part of the New Day collab.
Drew Day.
And so the Sheamus and Drew thing already kind of had started. And so them kind of fighting for this Money in the Bank slot, I feel there was already tension. It was a good pairing. It was a good booking.
It's chemistry between two friends make literally the best rivals.
Also true.
So, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, that feud popped off. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Just to name a quick one. Okay. Rey and Batista's, even though people didn't, might not have liked it too much, but it was good. Okay.
Well, we just didn't like to see Ray get fucked over and over and over again, but it's all good.
But it's fine. But it was good. It was good. They work well together all the time, every time. Even Cesaro and Sheamus worked well together. That's how the bar was formed, which was savage. I wouldn't even mind if, we've been saying Drew needs a character change. Looks like he likes to fight, He might be able to become a brawling brute. He's got an accent, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Ditch the sword, pick up a pint. You're already friends with Sheamus. We know that. It's okay. Hire me. Neither of them, as far as we know, are made it into the Money in the Bank match, but that's fine.
Which is actually interesting.
And I like that they left it like that.
They had a match. They had both people get disqualified.
At the
and
same
then
damn time.
Yep. And then they never told us what the result is, and they are going to make us come back and find out next week, which I like.
And McIntyre even whined. McIntyre was like, just put me in.
Yeah. And then Sheamus came and said, oh, you were talking to McIntyre, huh? You're trying to conspire behind my back?
They're going to probably do it again, and then someone's going to get disqualified, and then I bet it's going to be like another disqualification thing, and then I don't fucking know what's going to happen after that.
Well, I mean, they only have 3 weeks, so or 4, huh? Isn't it in the beginning of July they're going to be doing the Money in the Bank?
Oh, yeah, maybe. So maybe they're not going to do what I just said.
Or if they are, they're going to just be they're going to be doing what I don't like them doing with Sheamus, which is put him in the same type of match again and again and again with the same exact feud for weeks and weeks and weeks. And then, hey, we're going to end it on the pay-per-view, but we're really not, and then we're going to probably still have it again after that.
Just because the rivalry is on cooldown doesn't mean you can't let them go at it for one more week, you know what I'm saying? They got to finish out the schedule.
I feel you, dog. No, I feel you. I'm not
finish
mad.
Out the 5 to 6 week time slot, dog. That's all.
I'm not mad, but they just did it. They just did it they didn't miss a week. It was just crazy. They didn't even miss a week of wrestling.
Because Austin Creed doesn't miss.
Yeah, it was crazy. I mean, I wouldn't be mad if we get that because it's something. Drew McIntyre, I think, could show some depth.
Make him start coming out in a kilt again. I don't give a fuck.
I don't think you can. I mean, or you're just gonna be throwing them into matches with not a lot of promo because I feel.
And a heel Drew is so much better.
Actually, no. I mean, Sheamus and Butch backstage will get into some messes.
Yeah, Butch will at least.
So I
Butch is
mean,
a crazy man.
you could have Drew just being regular Drew, doing Drew things, and those guys could get into some shenanigans, and I think it could be interesting. So I kind of take back what I'm saying. As long as they don't just have matches every single week, like just throw some in some backstage shenanigans to give us a break from the matches.
Sure.
Um.
But join at the end.
Oh, and yeah, and that was a good call. I think that that's a good pairing because he can kind of drop the sword and just become a fighter.
Mhm.
That.
Yeah, he doesn't need it. You guys can even use that in the storyline. You know, Sheamus is gonna be like, "How come you're fighting with a sword? How come you don't fight with your fist like a man?" Boom, hire me. Um, ah, yeah, I think that's the best way to do it.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Do you want to continue with the Money in the Bank?
We might as well. Yeah, because we might as well because it's gonna go by quick. Because Xia Li hasn't been on TV she hasn't been in a match in a months, and her undefeated streak ended because Lacey Evans, for the first time in a while, was in a match. Weird how that works. And she's in the Money in the Bank. Cool. There's 7 slots. Someone's coming back. I want it to be Bailey, personally. Charlotte just got married, and I think her vacation time is almost up. So, boom. That's probably why there's 7. Thank you, Shotzi Blackheart.
Hey, I like this.
Thank you, Shotzi. Rhonda, you gave it your best E.
You gave it your darndest.
E. Stick with this theme, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, you darndest.
Because, you know, Rhonda gave Blackheart a Shotzi. What did you say after that? What was the one that was after that? That was really bad.
Yeah, because
Shotzi. What was the bad one?
yeah, Shotzi at the.
She had me for 2 seconds with the Shotzi, but what was the bad one? I'll give you a Shotzi. Tonightsy? No. Right nowsies? No.
Oh, I don't remember. Leave it in the comments.
Leave it there. But goodness, dude, a Shotzi Blackheart had to be the sacrificial.
It was so
goat.
cheesy. I blocked it out. I'm sorry. I had to tell you. It was so cheesy and such like just.
It was cheesy. It was almost as cheesy as Top Gun Maverick.
What?
But Shotzi did a great job of being the sacrificial goat. Had to happen, I guess. But it's not like she got stomped. That mystique of Ronda is gone, thank God. Yeah, Shotzi put up one hell of a fight, and I honestly wouldn't be mad if she gets a shot to be in the Money in the Bank. Yeah, and to be in the Money in the Bank.
Put a qualifier up on for the 2 youngins, Shotzi and Aaliyah, to go at it. They've had a little
That's
steam
not-
going in the background.
Okay, but
They've had some tension building in the background with the locking in the locker room
but
thing.
I almost would like it if they both qualified somehow, and then they can fight with ladders.
Okay, have them in the match. Okay, have them as like maybe round 1
Yeah, sure. Or however they're doing it, yeah.
because I want to see them go at it like individually.
Gotcha.
So that's why. Because have we seen that recently?
What do you mean round 1?
No, I want what I mean by round 1 as in like they would start. Or is everyone all in at
Everyone's
once?
all in there.
Oh, I thought
I
they
thought you
came
meant
in.
round 1 of the tournament to get in, and I was like, I don't know what that.
No, I don't think they have rounds like that.
Yeah, no, you never seen a Money in the Bank before, Wade? They're all in there, Wade. Also, it used to be 6, and this one has 7, Wade. But it used to be 6, and they're all in there once. This guy. Sanavis still. Suffragette.
I thought they came down.
Sapphire, do you want to be on this side of the camera for once? Because Kool Sheen's about to get fired. Oh, God. Do we get into it? Do you want to start the podcast?
I mean, we can. I mean,
Do you want to start the
we
podcast?
can get into it.
The Ring General. Gunther killed Ricochet.
Yeah,
Killed him with a chop to the heart.
it was a
his belt.
sad end to the run, but it was foreseen. It was foreseen by us all. So
And no one is taking that belt.
Not for a little bit.
Give me the eventual, though. I want to see, hopefully, Gunna and Biggie. And since Woods is on a hunt for the title, I want Woods versus Gunna near the end of the run. Because by the end of the year, actually, there is one man who might be able to dethrone Gunther. This man, also, Xavier Woods, even has a fucking W over the unified Universal Champion. So you're telling me that he couldn't take down the Ring General? I see Xavier Woods as champion. Do you see what I did there? I see. You have anything to say about this match, or is it time?
I would just say, ask a question. Didn't want an answer. Okay. No, I was just gonna say that I think Ricochet.
What?
Sapphire, can you just crop him out completely?
Sapphire, get on the side of the camera. Bye.
So I would just say that Ricochet's run ended maybe a couple weeks prematurely. There could have been a couple more challengers
But they
that
did
came
at
his
first.
way.
They gave him challengers at first, like right away. So that's I'm cool. I'm cooling, but like it was still too soon. They gave him Los Lotharios. They put him in matches. He
Yeah.
he wanted to be a fighting one. So
And
he
then
was-
they put him in matches against people who barely get any TV time.
Yeah, but that's fine. He's just gonna be looking good as IC champion. Way on the
Yeah.
records, it's gonna look fine.
Yeah, true. I guess I wanted him to have one monumental win before he passes it up. There was nobody he beat where I was like, wow.
Yeah.
So it was just like, yeah, Los Lotharios, wasn't it?
Jinder and Shanky, didn't they
Yep,
both get a
yep,
shot?
Jinder and Shanky. Yep, Shanky was pretty
Whoa,
impressive.
whoa. Shanky wasn't on the. I feel like for some reason, wrestling Twitter was talking about Shanky a lot.
I didn't see that. I guess I must have missed it.
Unless it was just a meme. Oh, unless it was just a meme of of damn. Because the meme was damn. Shanky took his girl and Gunther took his belt. Must feel bad to be Ricochet.
Rip.
I get it now.
What?
I get it now. I get it now.
Now moving on. Now it's time. I want out.
Time for the moment of the week.
Would you like to go first, sir, or would you like me to go first?
I'll go first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. This man is out for vengeance because the Bloodline took out his tag team partner and, more importantly, his friend, Randy. And Riddle laid out a challenge to the honorary Uce, Sami Zayn. If I win, that tribal piece of trash has to come off his island and defend the straps against me. And if Sammy wins, I'll never come back to SmackDown again. Ooh-wee. Paulie Heyman's was on the mic. Keep him there. Made me think of good old ECW days. And Sami Zayn is no longer an honorary Uso. He got booted on out of the Bloodline. And Riddle gets a shot at the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Ooh, I'm excited. Also, it's rumored planned that Roman Reigns versus Randy is gonna happen at SummerSlam. Wait.
What?
Okay.
And that's why he's gone right now, way. Vacation time, gotta heal the back, gotta heal the shoulder, you know. Got to hang out with the family. Respect. And Riddle won fair and square.
Yes.
Savage RKO. Okay, Sami Zayn was running in for the hell of a kick, and Riddle just pow pow RKO'd him instead.
Are you sure Sami Zayn is booted from the bloodline?
Oh yeah, dude. He must be. He's got to be. He lost. He did bad under the Bloodline's name.
Okay. Because the Usos came out,
I know.
ran out, and they tried to jump Riddle.
I know, but he's gonna get kicked out. Or they're gonna do like the short play, of he's out, but then he's still gonna come out and like make sure the match ends in disqualification, so Roman retains. If he doesn't just win fair and square.
I hope they don't have Sammy come out and rat his way to being back in Roman's good eyes.
Well, he's gonna, cause he's Sami Zayn.
I'd be happier if it was the Usos. Cause,
Can we talk about Max Dupree after this?
Yes. After the moment of the week, we can do a before we get out of here. Anything we need to touch up on. But I'd like to get in.
We do it live.
I'd like to get into the Usos Raw match. They had a match with the Street Profits, and the match was great. We could have probably even notated the match earlier, because the match itself was not really my moment of the week. It was just another, Bloodline doing what they do. But Montez Ford is looking yoked. Dawkins is going over the top rope.
Angelo Dawkins.
And looking like his skill set is becoming more complete. And I just believe that the two of them are really, really on their way up. But Montez Ford specifically, his moveset, undeniable. His physique at this point is top notch. He looks like one of the top guys.
Stephon Wardell Curry out there carrying the show on his back. You know what I'm saying?
Facts though.
Sorry to interrupt.
Dancing around on them fools. Swear, just like Stephon Wardell Curry. Don't forget, that's his name.
At some point in your life, you either earn the right for your middle name to be said, or you don't. And that's just a fact. That's why he's Kool Sheen, one whole name way. And I'm Adrian Diesel, no middle name way.
We haven't reached that status yet.
He hasn't even obviously reached it, unless there's a hyphen way. But he barely even has two names. Clown him, put him on the spin cycle chat. Ooh, one name, ooh, Kool Sheen, ooh, one name, ooh.
You can clown me, but you can't clown
Vince,
Montez
take away your
Ford.
first name?
Dude, let's not talk about anything like that. Let's not put any of that voodoo out there. We talk about what we say and what we predict. A lot of times
I said your name.
Starts to happen.
Take your name.
I know, but we can't even put that anywhere near Montez Ford. If they change anything about him, I'm gonna be pissed.
Well, actually, they might change it for some reason. Maybe not, but like Tez Ford, just because people will shorten Montez to Tez when they talk to him or about him sometimes.
And that's okay.
Depending who it is. But
if he goes by that, it's okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So he already goes by that.
Implanted.
Yeah, he already goes by that. So I'm with it. I just don't want. I don't know. He has, and this might be a little bit of a stretch, but I would say he probably has the most potential on their roster. I might say that.
I will disagree, only because Riddle's technically a part of the Raw roster, and I think he still has some potential, and just a little bit more, not by much or nothing.
I think so.
Wait, no, sorry. You can go, but I'm thinking about
based on I feel what I look for in a wrestler, that could be, I guess, a little bit more subjective. Like my opinions, I'm basing my thing off of subjectiveness. If I was going to look at it more objectively, I could see that you can make an argument maybe both ways.
But also, fresh face Ezekiel, you know what I mean? Like, fucking brand new,
lots of potential. Yeah.
But, who knows?
And Theory.
Hey, and technically, Dominic
and Theory. Dominic has potential, but, I mean, probably 20 years ago, that's what they said about Ray. and they just jobbed him for 20 years. And so I have a feeling they're going to do that to Dom as well. I just don't really even want to get into that.
Gets mad at me for talking about a name strip, but he just put a whole man's damn career on the line.
They've already been doing it for a year.
Cut to commercial. I'm out of here. I'm just kidding. What?
They've been doing it for a year. They've already ever since I began watching.
He literally if you're literally learning, his first match ever was on pay-per-view against Seth freaking Rollins.
Okay, but all I'm saying is I've been watching for
that's true. You've been getting a weird
9 months.
Getting a weird bit of Dom.
And he hasn't.
He performs well, but there is not a whole lot of wins.
I think he's won once or twice. Yeah, once or twice. Like in the Miz feud, he won once or twice, and then I think right before that, leading into WrestleMania, they were building him up and giving him a couple wins. Yeah. But like, it's just it's been a lot of L's for the Mysterios, and it makes me sad.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of how you might see Riddle in a really highlight because of maybe his recent streak. I see Dom in a really low light because of his recent streak.
But they still gave Ray they gave Ray titles, dog. Like
facts.
Dom will be maybe not a world champion there, who knows? But he's still young.
Facts.
But that man is gonna hold titles. Technically, he already has tag team.
Yeah.
He can hold a single.
He'll be a star. I agree with you. No, I agree with you. I think all the names we named.
Mysterio.
Yeah.
No way.
All the names we named: Dom, Tez, Riddle, and
Even
Theory.
Dawkins is fucking good too.
Dawkins as well, yeah.
Dawkins also been beating it up.
Madcap is another one I'd say who has a really high ceiling and very, very large amount of potential. So
is Madcap your overall Money in the Bank men's, or just like your SmackDown? Didn't know how you did it in your head.
I have a feeling Madcap might be the overall winner. I think he might be the winner.
Okay. Because isn't he scripted out right now too? Because his neck? No, sorry. He just did that to Baron Corbin.
Yeah, he did that to...
He came back already.
Yeah. So that'd be my pick.
Were they on?
No, they were not here this week.
And that's okay because Baron Corbin is now in the hospital.
And I think Madcap didn't really have this week anywhere where he could interject himself on SmackDown.
Yeah, and that's okay. Days off, fuck.
Unless he was going to interject himself to face Gunther and get smashed by him.
Anyway, no thank you. He's so smarter than that.
I didn't want that for him. So, and there's no way he's gonna try to squeeze himself into the Sheamus McIntyre thing because that was already set up qualifier match. So,
real quick,
go ahead.
Because sometimes they will have a mid Carter in the Money in the Bank, and sometimes win. I think at least. But Theory.
Oh, that would be a good sneak pick. Because
he loses the U.S. belt. Get this. He loses the U.S. belt to Cena at SummerSlam. Respectfully. I don't know why people on Twitter are like, John Cena's, I don't know how old he is, I think 45, whatever. But people are like, John Cena's 45. I don't want to see him fucking put over, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? I'm like, are you sure you don't want to see? Are you sure?
They don't get it. They don't understand that, they just don't
and
understand.
It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay if Theory wins. No Money in the Bank. If Theory wins against Cena. That's going to be okay because then that's passing of the torch in a sense, and that's going to be perfectly fine. But imagines if the Mans has the briefcase and the U.S. belt and Cena stomps him. Not literally, okay? I want it to be a nice fair one. But Cena wins because he's fucking John Cena. That would be savage as hell. And then Theory can go on to main event WrestleMania.
Okay. That could be fun.
And then Cena can drop the U.S. belt to Dom, just because that's a name we were talking about.
Yeah. That could be fun.
Anything else? Oh, Max Dupree.
That's what I was going to say.
Late to the show because his plane was stuck. It was stuck getting Cesaro, I hope. The Swiss Superman, huh? Get him back, huh?
Yeah.
Get him back in a suit, huh? Hey, and Cameron Grimes was gone. So not gonna be mad if he's there too at all. So not mad. So looks like he would be, what's a male model agency? Perhaps maybe not a male, but he looks like he would be a part of the agency, but perhaps not a model.
Yeah, he wouldn't be one of the maximum male models, but he could be a part of the agency for sure.
And I would love that.
Dude, Grimes being like the yin and yang to Max Dupree would be great.
And the fact that they've already done that, so I know they work good together. Oh, just fucking do it.
If they were yin and yang and they
Actually liked each other.
yeah, they liked each other, but they had to bounce
are,
stuff off of
yeah,
each other, and
Because they were the LA Knight Cameron Grimes for the $1 Million Championship.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
They were yin and yang as fuck, and they worked very well together.
Yeah. They're both so talented, entertainment wise, like on the mic,
Yeah.
they'll make it work.
Yeah.
Even Max Dupree not being LA Knight, I think he can do what.
And then,
what
and then for some
needs to
reason,
happen.
let's say it's not. Sadly, okay. Let's say it's not Cesaro. So sad. Let's say it's the former guy in Retribution that has been working. He's been working with Max Dupree, or was working with Max Dupree on like dark matches. This is how Max Dupree got introduced to me, at least. He was with a former Retribution guy who I don't think is Swiss or wherever the fuck they said his plane was stuck. Europe. But if you're a male model, you could just be anywhere. So if it's randomly the guy from Retribution, then let it be Cameron Grimes also as agency worker, because they can be a tag team. And then you can keep on gaining members to your fucking model agency who can just be your Goombas.
I think if they're gonna have the maximum. This is a long shot, and this is an early pick as well. And I'm picking him for two things now, which kind of sounds like I'm in his camp. Yeah, but I'm not actually.
Happy Pride.
I actually.
Nothing wrong with
I like Montez Ford more, and I think he has more potential. But I think that I think Madcap Moss would be good in the maximum male models.
Yeah, see, I thought that's where he was gonna go, but he came back
To settle his,
after like a week or two, like hella quick.
to settle his stuff. Yeah.
So that would be a good pick. But I when I saw him come back, that left my brain.
Because yeah, true. But then him not being here at all this week, being completely gone, and us knowing Corbin's probably going to be hurt or should be kind of away for a little bit. Madcap doesn't have anywhere to go. I mean, all he had for him was the Andre the Giant tournament, and that was kind of what he was hanging his hat on.
Trophy is gone.
Yeah, and so I don't know where he's kind of going with it. And I think he could be, if Cesaro, like you said, Cesaro is someone who could hold a mid-card belt easily for them, for that stable. But if not Cesaro, and they get someone maybe who's more of a newcomer, I would definitely like to see Madcap be adopted in to be someone who can immediately be a mid-card contention guy.
Okay.
Uh,
Sapphire, what is our time at?
Probably good enough, huh?
You want to close her out?
Yeah, good enough. I mean,
You got anything else to say? You know where to follow us, but if you don't, Kool Sheen will tell you.
Clowning Around the Ring on YouTube, ClowingATR on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Gotta check us out, and please do not forget to check out alloutelite.com. We got some great stuff coming, and thanks for tuning in.
And continue clowning.